What's up, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and don't ask why I'm dancing. I just feel like dancing right now. But tonight, I'm going to be talking about the newest episode of She-Hulk, episode 2 of She-Hulk. Before I get into it, I want to remind you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button down below if you enjoy our content. And make sure you check out all of our previous reviews. Last night, we talked about Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. So make sure you check out that review. But gonna go ahead and dive right into this. So She-Hulk episode 2. Just like last week, this one was a really good episode. I really enjoyed this episode here. So it kind of picks up kind of directly after the first one with when She-Hulk had her identity discovered and everything like that. And they play Who's That Girl? You know what I'm saying? So so this episode kind of picks up the repercussions of that. And what it does, it kind of shows how She-Hulk has to deal with the fact that now that she's outed as a superhero, essentially out as a superhero, that a lot of people don't want to work with her. She's a lawyer, so a lot of law firms don't want to work with her because they see her as a liability since she is indeed a superpowered individual. So they think that it'll be like a conflict of interest. So, she gets a little sad about it. She's out there drinking, and then while she's out at the bar one night, she runs into this guy who works for the opposing legal office or whatever, however you're supposed to call them, I don't know, attorney's office. He worked for the rival one, and he was actually representing the case of Titania from the first episode. From the end of the first episode, went in there and got her lights punched out by She-Hulk, right? So it deals with that. I feel like I'm too far over. Anyway, so she runs into the guy, and he offers her a job at his law firm, being the superhero, being the superhuman representative legally, right? So, and I'm saying that all wrong. She has a legit title. I just don't remember right now. But anyway, so when she goes and arrives on her first day at work, though, she finds out that the only way she can work there is if she maintains her She-Hulk persona while at the office. So that'll help convey the message of, hey, she's a super and she's working for you. So, things like that. So she can be relatable, basically. So you get her first client to represent is Neil Blonsky, who is the Abomination. And real quick, before I get any farther with the episode, I want to talk about how I feel about the first portion of this. Everything I just discussed, I'm going to talk about how I feel about it real quick because, I pretty much just gave like a recap. I don't like just doing that, right? But anyway, so I thought that the way this episode started, I thought it was really good. It does the thing that Phase 4 has been doing with the MCU so far, and it's showing consequences. It's showing that, okay, yeah, these heroes go out, they save the world, they do these incredible things, but at the end of the day, there's either consequences or there's real life situations. And sometimes being an Avenger is always, oh, I got all this acclaim, I got good faith, and I got a faith card, I can get whatever I want. No, it doesn't work like that. So this does show the hardship of being a superpower individual, especially in the MCU. And I like how they handled that. I also like the fact, I thought it was pretty funny how she officially got the name of She-Hulk, which was like just some random guy saying Lady Hulk, and then this guy said She-Hulk, and just her dealing with the name like, oh, this is such a lame name. I also like they did like a family thing where she went to family dinner with her mom and her dad and some other family members. I thought that was a really nice moment, showing her home life like that and showing the connections that she has with her father, and just showing more of how this She-Hulk thing is kind of weighing on her. And even the post-credit scene kind of does a callback to that, which is pretty funny. It just shows this ain't really a spoiler. So it kind of just shows her doing different tasks around the house, like carrying big, heavy jugs of water, or lifting up a car so the tire can be changed, or moving the TV on the wall, stuff that she could do as She-Hulk. It's like the family's like, why not just take advantage of it, right? So yeah, those are all things I really thought were good about this episode. It just gives us more time with the character. You get some really funny moments, like when she drinks as She-Hulk. If you remember from episode 1, when Hulk drinks, their metabolism is so quick that they don't get drunk. They can just enjoy all the drinks and everything like that. But it's a moment where she's drinking as She-Hulk and she turns back into Jennifer Walters, and then she's just like super drunk, and that's a pretty funny moment. And again, it kind of helps you relate to the character. At least it helped me relate to the character, because it's like, okay, I see that you are still at the end of the day a human being, a relatable human being, because of course you're going from this big beast essentially to back to a tiny little human. Like, of course, your tolerance or what you just intook at that time is going to process through your body differently, because your body is now a different size, different BMI, blah 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 blah. So, and I'm no health expert, I'm just saying, I thought that was pretty cool. So moving on to the next half of this episode, when she gets to represent Abomination, I thought it was cool to see this character. I thought it was cool to see this character back in the MCU. I'm so excited. And it do put up a good case that his he does put up a good case of his argument for wanting to be free and wanting to be reformed. And pretty much his thing is, well, hey, I was working for the U.S. government, and they told me that what I was doing was the right thing, so I did the right thing, right? So, and he's like, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be a hero, but I get locked up. Meanwhile, the person that I was told that I had to stop is out there running around being celebrated, decorated, and I'm sitting here in jail. Someone who was actually fighting for our government, decorated military men and everything, and I'm getting punished for trying to do my job, right? So they put up a very interesting case. However, by the end of the episode, they make the call back to Shang-Chi. So remember in Shang-Chi when Abomination was in that ring fighting against Wong and everything? So apparently that was a big no-no, and that is now stalling Abomination's case. So it'll be really interesting to see where that goes in the upcoming weeks. I'm excited about it, of course, because I love the Incredible Hulk. I'm a Hulk fan. And speaking of the Hulk, this is one of the first of a few Easter eggs let through in this today's episode. But so there's a part of the show where Jennifer Walters is calling Bruce just to see if it's okay with him that she takes the case with Abomination, because Abomination tried to kill him, back in the movie. And they do a really clever callback, or a really clever nod to Edward Norton, where Bruce was just like, yeah, I forgive him. That was so long ago. I'm a completely different person now, literally. And then, She-Hulk, she breaks the fourth wall. So she kind of looks at the camera and goes, ha ha. So it's like a really cool end joke, because, of course, like I said, Edward Norton was the first person to play the Hulk in the MCU, and then that changed to Mark Ruffalo. So literally a different person. And that's a double entendre, too, because literally a different person, because he's also a Hulk. Like, he's full-on Hulk, smart Hulk, not the same Hulk, not necessarily Banner, not necessarily Hulk, just a different Hulk persona. So it works on so many different levels, that their joke. But so the thing that got me really, really hyped was the fact that Hulk is on the spaceship. Hulk is on the spaceship from episode 1, and he is in space, and he's heading to Sakaar. So we know we about to get some type of Planet Hulk, War Hulk thingamajig going, and I cannot be more excited. I literally screamed, because at first I was like, oh, he got the ship, and then, oh, he's on the ship, he's in space, this is amazing. So I'm hyped. You already know I'm a Hulk fanatic, so I'm excited about this. I can't wait to see how that storyline plays out in the future of the MCU. But for right now, this is about She-Hulk. So seeing her prepare, or seeing just the thing that she has to go through at her job, where she has to be there as She-Hulk all the time against her will in order to keep her job. Like, it's literally that. Like, the dude even tells her, like, yo, I expect you to walk in here every morning as She-Hulk. You can't come in here as Jennifer Walters. He's like, if you don't, and with the case of Abomination, if you don't take this case, you don't have a job. So it's a lot of pressure on her right now. So it's really interesting. I would love to see how they play with that, continue to move forward on that in the future episodes. There were some other Easter eggs in this episode as well. One big one that a lot of people are talking about was there's a Wolverine reference in this episode. It's not verbal. It's something that's on one of the web pages when Jennifer Walters is looking for a job. on the side of the webpage, you can see that they make mention of a man who can only be Wolverine. Make sure you look for that Easter egg. And as well, they do they do mention the giant celestial from the end of Eternals that was just turned to stone, is just sticking out of the earth. They do reference that as well. Really fun reference there also in the article, but it shows that the MCU has not forgotten about that, and they finally have the chance to reference that, even though it's not a direct conversation about it. But other than that, this episode again was fun. It was really good. I'm really excited. Like, come on, we're on episode 2, and this is the best MCU show since back when we were getting Falcon and the Winter Soldier level episodes. You know what I mean? Like, this is different. This is good. I'm enjoying this way more than I've enjoyed the last 2 MCU properties, at least the Disney Plus ones, the TV shows. Yeah, overall, I'm gonna go ahead and give this it's a 4-star episode right here. I enjoyed it. Again, if you have not checked out She-Hulk yet, make sure you do. New episodes come on Disney Plus on Thursdays. So new episodes on Disney Plus every Thursday. Make sure you check out She-Hulk. But that is all I have for you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this review of She-Hulk episode 2, make sure you hit that like button down below. And remember, we are live, so make sure you can catch us live, right? And if you don't, comment down below and tell us your favorite moment of this episode. But until then, that's all I have for you guys. More reviews are coming. BrickWall Anime is coming back. So just keep your eyes peeled to the channel. Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And until then, stay easy, stay breezy. Hulk out. Peace.